Greetings and welcome all to another Sunday live stream with some more Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. When last we left off, we kinda had a working thing going on. We have people now, and everything more or less works. Well, more on the left side than on the working side, but, well. Hello, Katarina. Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a good week. So, today we will be continuing to try and turn this into something positive. I think pretty much all our housing is full. So we need to expand. Much as I might want to have citizens, I currently don't want to pay for them. We need to preserve money after all. I want to start making some money. This whole setup is also gonna take time. How are we going on the research? Basic fire prevention is going on. And we are started on the geological mapping. For now, we have more than enough. Tell us we can handle the amount of shoppers. Now, from what I've been told, a big shopping mall like this can more or less support around 8,000-ish people. So we definitely have room to expand if we want to, but for now, we'll just see what we can do. Let's see. We only have you active now. Do I have any things here? We have some tower cranes. Not a distribution office. You can have 2 distribution offices. Appears I cannot set this up the way I want. Right, no point in doing that then. Alright, do I have... must have a road depot. Right, let's have you change the depot for a bit. Do a depot for a bit. While this is being worked on. So much work to get all this functional. Right, so I need you to go here. Load up the vehicles and bring them here and unload the vehicles. You don't have to tell me what you got. Hello, Ursi. Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a good week as well. We'll see if you're a client leader. Right now, I am still hemorrhaging money. There's so many things that are being worked on, but I kinda need to finished. Finish this road piece. Has the gravel, just make it whole. I can use, they can all use this road and speed things up. While that is going on, we'd probably consider setting up a place for us to essentially build a place where we can easily access all the building materials we'll need for the future. Because I don't want to have my trucks going all the way back to the customs house every time they need something. Now part of that is of course the concrete and asphalt we are doing here. Well, I'd love to, but currently I don't have anything I can do with the dollars, because, well, the nearest NATO thing, the minimap is a little bit easier than that. I mean, we are currently here, in the bottom corner. The nearest NATO outpost is probably here or here somewhere. Even if I wanted to use dollars to buy stuff from there, that would be kind of pointless. And the only people I can buy with dollars are well, immigrants from the third world. I can potentially purchase vehicles with dollars, but that is kind of got the same problem in that they have to come from a customs house owned by the NATO. So yeah, currently can't really do anything with dollars. Nothing useful, at least. But right now, I just need to make sure that I have enough room for all the population that I want. I mean, maybe even build one of these monstrosities. Kinda loath to do it though, because the quality of the flats is quite low. So building these flats is just overall better. And at a push, I will put one of these somewhere, because they can easily slot it in smaller places like this. But I also kind of want to make sure that I leave enough room, because I'm already pushing all these things kind of tight. Yeah, I should probably consider just also building some entertainment for the people. And that is just too crooked. Guess I can't get it better than that. It'll do. Give them a soccer field if I can get it in here somehow. Okay. Plan that out. Yeah, way superior, but we are nowhere close to doing that because that is a technical thing we can research somewhere. Yeah, that's over here. First I need to get the concrete done and then I can get into the prefabs. Yeah, not happening anytime soon. Is finished. Right, so now it has a tower crane. Does it have any use, tower cranes? No. Right, well, I do want the high-speed one. Either of these will do. I'll just pick the cheaper one. That should help with some constructions. Workers are finishing off the road. Let's ensure that all the road signs are up to date here. Looks like they are functioning as intended. Not entirely sure here. Just make this a two-way. But at least I don't have the demolition part turned on. Yeah, kinda. I mean, Tropico is way more way more disorganized than that. Because essentially you're just shoving things wherever you can fit them. Whereas here you actually have to plan somewhat. Right. Still not enough gravel in any of these places. Has the second tower crane been delivered? Not yet. I did... Oh no, it is here. Right, in that case I won't need the line anymore. Oh, come on. You just go back to the this place. Yeah, that's actually exactly. Alright, so we have some place for people where the surplus population can go. And I mean that in the kindest wording possible. Currently we do not have any people that are... do we have any 21-year-olds without an own flat? Not really. Alright, so that's good. This is now high priority. I need this station up and running. Now to make things a little easier on my side. Can I get a halls of resident over here? I can? Kinda. Can I assign office? Nope. It needs a road connection. That is a shame. I do it over here. Alright, the other one. and kind of fit it in here. This is very finicky. Because it doesn't do the badge construction. That should help get us some housing done. And apparently there's no path to this place, despite there being a road connection. Right. I'll move in. And we probably should consider getting another level of schooling over here. The other school is kind of far away. We definitely cannot fit that in here. What are you talking about, comrade? It fits. See? Right. And did I set this up yet? Guess not. It appears we do have some orphans. They will need stuff, right? Let's make this a 80-20. But yeah, stuff so I can expand my construction zone a little bit. So I'm thinking of setting up a road cargo station in this area. I can get it to do what I want. That'll have to do. So suspend for now, because I don't want to build this just yet. And then we have some aggregate or some open storages attached to this thing. Little clunky, but it will work. I didn't exactly check, but I don't think these would have any power to them, so I'll have to bend the power grid a bit. Do we have any place that has open attachment? You have a road connection, you're not assigned to anything. Get you assigned. So this is just an end station. I'm pretty sure I've already attached everything. Didn't think I would need much more. Do I have any open thing yet? With this tool. I don't see any other switches that have room for anything. Just have to draw from here then. That is fine. We can go wide. We will need something. Just set up a switch over here. That'll do. Electric substation this way. This is industrial, we can use overground wires. Alright, this is working. Who delivers my chemicals? You do. Right. Nobody's working here currently. We did set up the water supply, right? I have a pump here. I have no exporting. Ah! I forgot the pump. Always the pump. Fine. It's not like anyone is working in this place yet. Just Active. This hall is low priority, but you feel like it needs to be built with 2 tower cranes, no less. Alright, so it is assigned. Not yet received any stuff for the groundworks. Alright, let's just make this medium priority. Currently I have a couple of people that cannot get enough space in the kindergarten. Right, let's get the kindergarten here operational. Got the basic thing going on. Right, I would like the at least the basic fire safety for buildings going, so I can rely a little bit less on the need for fire safety. So much room to expand still. I kind of want to see the layout of the land before I decide where to put other cities and stuff. But to mention the whole project of just simply assigning anything to anywhere. So this unemployment figure is a little bit misleading, but fine. Probably should get a bigger kindergarten though. The baby lamp there. We can. I'll just put a children's playground over here. I can fit one in. Finally putting in the groundwork. Make sure that this is all assigned. Alright, looks like it is getting assigned. Let's see if we can focus on building up whatever is most convenient. Probably also get one of these over on this side. Can fit one in. And I can. You have no people waiting here really, aside from these people. They mostly just want food and prey. Well, they're not gonna get prey. And let's boost the number of workers a little. Well, it's suggested it can get there. It's not important the other connections are made. But this should cover all the basic needs for office over here once we redirect the input of materials. Alright, what's next? Well, what's next is that I kind of need to find supplies for our other things, like wood. And so the wood quality here is kind of good. We could potentially set that up over here. Alright, it does have access to everything it would need. And potentially it can have access to people. I'm not opposed to this. Alright, let's get that going then. And let's get a sawmill right next to it. For the sake of convenience. Now the sawmill does have a little bit of pollution, but it's only a little bit of pollution. Now ideally, of course, I might have wanted to put that over here, but I kind of don't want to fiddle around with any of that. So we'll just use trucks to move the boards to where they need to go. And let's populate this area with some trees then. The Grand Forest. I don't know what trees they like. I don't even know if they will cut it down. But I do know that it will look like there is a forest over here. Nice. And we need to turn that function off. No. Stop that. Don't want you to get citizens. I'll do that myself. So right now, alright, we'll have to borrow money. Not ideal, but kind of necessary. Halfway there on this. Okay. This is signed. So it would get power from there. Alright, good. Right, we have a place for the students. Do they have a place for their garbage? They do not. Well, I'll have to fix that then. These are students after all. They will make garbage. Pipe is being laid. Is there anything here that I have not attributed properly? We still have 2 spots available, so I'm wondering, do we need anything else in our construction office that we are currently lacking? I don't think so. I am thinking about setting up a smaller construction office near here if I can. We can put it there. Which will then take care of all the concrete and asphalt needs. I don't suppose we can fit it in here, right? That would be pushing it. Yeah. I can put it over here. That probably would be more appropriate. Let's set that up over there. And these roads just need to be into the gravel roads now. Till I'm ready to turn them into asphalt. Right. This needs to be finished. This road needs to be finished. And this is almost done. Luckily we have our man working on it. We had a man working on it. So currently there's a little bit of pollution. All people are suffering from drinking alcohol. Some people are mad because they arrived to a prison. We had a couple of escapees. I'm guessing we had not quite enough wardens. Right, let's increase the number of wardens. And our houses are more or less full. So now we have the passengers waiting over here. What do they need? Mostly food and electronics. They cannot get that within range of this thing. But they shouldn't wait here for that long. Most of them are waiting for prey. This school's almost done. I could do with a crane. Right. Can I... You go help over there. We don't need this side road anymore, so let's just get rid of it. Very carefully. I'm a little reluctant to do this bit of the road though, so I'll just leave that as it is. It doesn't slow me down quite as much. We definitely need to keep the simulation going. Right. Still needs to work on the laying bricks phase. Much faster with the tower crane. Now you can go do other stuff. Right, we have teachers, now we need staff, and then we have students. Very good. Alright, let's bring in a couple of immigrants. Fill out the classroom. Send the crane over here. Right. We can resume the construction here. Kindergarten is also operational. Orphanage is also functioning, helping to reduce the crimes. Currently we have no cases going on. School seems to be functioning. Another 30 people that we can house. Too big. You have to go with something tiny like this. Yeah, not entirely sure what the point is of the low quality rural flats. I mean, I guess if you want to set up a gulag or someplace where only the low loyalty people go. But we're not at a point where we can determine loyalty of any kind, so that's kind of a moot point right now. rest of these is operational. So what kind of vehicles would I need here? I know. I didn't need them. Don't I have them? I removed all my construction. So I definitely didn't have them. I don't have a paver or a roller. Which, if we want to do anything with asphalt, definitely a necessity. At some point we might set up a dedicated construction office just to do all the roadworks. But for now, we'll just have a one-size-fits-all approach. So now we have some people that cannot work because of low education. Still 24 people that can't work because of a child. Would like to get this finished quickly. You're not assigned because the road here is not yet built. Doesn't have any stuff. And we have one student that has moved in here. Skraj Apinia Luises Derkevnia. We're almost done with that. And the geological mapping has progressed quite nicely. Once we're done with that, I might just leave off the research for a bit so I can build up my number of people with some education. Frankly, I don't quite have enough. I mean, technically I have 30%, so maybe it's enough. But for all the buildings that need higher educated people, but that's definitely, our buildings are a little bit safer from fire. Before I do any of that, we are not yet ready to go all in on that. I don't want to assign any more stuff to my construction office just yet, because they are too busy with everything else they are doing. This one, you, this building right there. Don't bother delivering directly there. All goes in the meat locker here. And this doesn't, I don't think it needs to be a multi-directional thing, so meat goes straight from the meat storage into this place. Oh, I guess she graduated. Some of these names definitely feel like they just threw a face at the Cyrillic keyboard and just took whatever came out. second one is operational. And because we now actually have infrastructure that can do the asphalt terrain, this should be a little bit quicker. I wonder though why it's called asphalt. I believe that's the British pronunciation of that, because to me it's always asphalt. Because there's no H in it, so why call it asphalt? Then, well. Right, still just have passengers waiting. Still no real surplus workforce. We don't have enough places to put all the babies in, so why are people not able to go to work yet? I guess it just went operational. So, alright, you can reach that. Good. Good, I don't have to build another one then. You are not in range, but you are in range. So if once this road finishes, it is quickly done. Alright, let's check on my garbage dumps. Right. We should probably consider just setting up another one. And for now, I'll just do a free dump. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why you would even bother with a small dump. Just make sure that we have it. Mixed waste. Because we do not have the means to deal with any waste just yet. And we are not recycling gravel. You're not doing anything with waste, with hazardous waste just yet. Which just turns it into mixed waste. So all we really could do is incinerate it. Which is, I guess, a means of getting rid of garbage. But definitely very polluting. At some point we'll have to get the recycling tech done. Where is that? That's alcohol standards. That is something. Where is the... here it is. Waste processing and disposal. Apparently is something we can potentially already research. No, true, but not like we're unaware of these things. I mean, I'm pretty sure once the first smokestacks of the first factories went online, people will have noticed that Earth living standards went backwards. Well, yeah, that definitely is true, considering everything the Germans flushed down the Rhine ended up in the Netherlands at some point. And that's not even counting our own stuff we put in there. So I'm not saying we're blameless, I'm just saying, you know, we are aware of the issue. It's definitely prioritizing things closer to the construction office. Right, so you should now have access to this garbage disposal. Good. Right. Now it's just the low education stuff. Well. Fight some more immigrants. Health is too low. Let's just get rid of all these messages. Until we get an earthquake, I don't really care too much about what they are saying. Right, looks like the piping is laid. I kinda really would like this to start getting built now. Does look like we have ordered enough for everything. I suppose I can tell by the area. And it still says the same quality of wood. Potentially even better. I mean, my randomly seeded forest is definitely looking like it's going to be very, very good for the woodcutter's place. So, I think about this. We have the distribution office we can set up, so probably should. This will service the farm. Although, definitely could be low priority right now because the farm is not yet operational, so right, you're finishing this off. Just get this out of the way then. You're rolling that. Right, so all these connections can really just be one way. So my plan is to deliver goods on this side, so they can be picked up in the office here. Much more efficient. Right. So do I have a surplus of any vehicle? Not specifically. I mean, admittedly, I would like to move some of my vehicles somewhere else, like the cement mixers, some of the dumpers, to deal with the asphalt and concrete. But that's a later thing. Can't do that right now. Well, only 2 escapees, so guessing we're making progress. In security level, I believe is about you need at least 2 guards per 1 prisoner, something like that. So this is definitely pushing it a little. I just finish this off now, please, so my tower cranes can actually go somewhere. I move you to a different. This road connection is almost finished. Right. Sure, it's nice to see all the activity going on. A little bit worried about overloading this place. But I guess we can get a few more immigrants. Keep on using dollars. this also can just be a one-way connection. The research program is finished. And well, since we're about to go into the forest, let's get that going. But for now, let's actually see what natural bounties this land has. Right, so it's a little bit bigger. Right, so it looks like there is some resources over here. A little bit too big now. And unfortunately, most of it is underwater. That's a shame. We should still get decent quality if we build it slightly out here, I guess. Right. Other one is close to here. Also decent quality. We'll need to flatten the land a little, but... And the other one that's close by is this one. Close-ish by. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Right. 2 patches. And I think a single coal mine will probably suffice me for a long time, considering what coal is used for in this game. And we're nowhere yet ready to do a power plant. Right, oil? Oil is actually a little bit easier, it seems. Yeah, the random generator really went all out on us. Although, admittedly, pots are kind of small. Probably need a load of pump jacks. Really get anywhere close to anything but 90% quality. Now there is something to be said for just building more pump jacks just to increase the amount of oil you get overall, rather than going for the prime quality. I don't know exactly what the metric is on that, so that's something we'll have to consider. And there's also some over here. Right. Just on the border. Okay. Also some here and in the water, although at present I don't think there is a means of getting any oil that is in the water. Do we have any big deposits? No. It does look like we're gonna have to set up a lot of stations for pumping stuff. That's gonna be a pain. But that's fine. I mean, pump jacks at least don't need any people. They just need power. And then we need to go find some place to put it. Alright, and iron. Now, iron is a resource I have actually not played around with too much yet, because the tutorials don't really cover using iron. And while you can, of course, set up the factories for it, it doesn't require you to. So I've kind of ignored that. Right, well, it's a decent quality. I'm presuming an iron mine works in a similar fashion to a coal mine. That may be a too big a presumption on my part, but I'm gonna stick with that. Quality over here. Well, just hold off on that for now, because we're not ready to do any of that. Hello, the Diamond Stew, A2, what YouTube? Well, crazy is not a big, is a kind of weird word to use, because there's not much going on just yet. But I kind of would like this to be finished now. This place doesn't have a heating connection, so... let's just finish this. And that can wait. We get the power connected anyway, so. At least the health is mostly alright. Happiness is not bad. The piping is in place, so that's not the problem. If I've done it correctly. Looks like the school is still going strong. No new students here yet. How many people do we have that are within the student range? Need 2 prisoners. Did someone escape? Not specifically, but if we lose the last warden, we might see some escapes. Does not look like any of the workers have left. Because I can fit that small housing block in here, right? No, not quite. Just a little bit too tight. Can I fit a small ornament in here? Almost. There we go. A nice decoration. Next place is almost full. Definitely need to keep an eye on that. Alright, setting the tower crane up for this seems a bit overkill, but you know. Epidemic, alright. That's not great, but we do have a good hospital, so we should be able to handle that. Now I just need workers to come here and finish this off. Still in the middle of August. Nice and hot. That's not gonna get built like this. Alright, so we have this place. Ooh, it has workers already. I guess that makes sense. Have you deliver some fuel there? Sure that it is set up correctly. Right, and you need some vehicles. So I don't need the fastest ones. I'll just use 3 of these. I probably should get a big place dump here though. Right, so there's an amount of wood in the forest. Doesn't exactly say how big the forest is for those purposes, but right, I should probably get a gas station, I guess, somewhere. So we have some wood in the forest. I'm guessing some of the trees are not yet fully grown enough. Search program is finished. Make the houses safe. Get these all-ish roads done so they're no longer on the list. This is almost ready to be finished up. And that's a heat pumping station. And I forgot the other part, right? The exchanger. Get this done. It does appear that it has warm water, so I'm right on how that works. Bringing in more people. I'm still alright there. Yeah, let's just go up to 10. Right, we're completely full up. Now we just need to finish this. Things build so much faster with tower cranes, but yet you can't put them in 3 offices. Right, so this is all set up. I should probably just go that this is all ready to go. Switch out the necessary components. Dino. And we can solve that later. So before I forget again, we would like the bricks factory to be built somewhere around here and then connected directly up to one of these places. And then later on, same with the prefab panels, but that's kind of not possible, so we got the bricks over here. Fortunately, you can't really build a cargo connection with an elevation in it. We'll shoot that bridge when we get to it. Alright, so now we are producing boards. Alright, so you now have a new task. Moving the boards from here to probably set these up so they will only take the one thing I actually want them to take. I want you to take 3 boards. I want you to take only bricks. You take only steel. You take only prefabs. Yeah, that should be a little easier to do. Anyway, at the sawmill, just load boards. Drop them off here. You can just fill it up. Now that might not be the best way to do it, but for now I kind of don't want to think about it. Already getting a little bit chilly. Right, so the road cargo station now has access to boards, which means I can switch you off to just collect them from here. And I no longer want you to put any boards in here. We're not buying them anymore. That should reduce the amount of needs we have. Needs the groundworks on it. The excavator is coming. Of some room in the mixed waste dump. I need to keep an eye on that. Notify me it's overflowing. I can switch it out. Right. Still 28 people that are needing education. Let's bring in more immigrants. And let's start expanding our education again. Let's do it this way. That way they have a direct connection. Not gonna give me a neat closing in here. Yeah, that'll do. Give them enough space. Not quite enough space. Getting definitely a little cold in the October, but luckily we're building this quickly enough. Should be done soon-ish. Huh? Temperature in the building is too low. Yeah, I can give it a moment. And the pipe is not yet done. And no, that's too narrow. Well, let's create a little bit more culture. Hopefully that'll make the people happy. That's too big. All the culture. I'd love to get a city stadium, but that's just not gonna happen here. That's just way too big. Yeah. Go do some volleyball. You need a nice, glorious monument. That's 12 degrees. Alright, I need a crane of some kind, I guess. That's my road cranes. I'm gonna repurpose you to help with this cable. After that, just finish the farm so it's done. Well, it's not quite a grid pattern, but you know, it sort of works. Alright, we have power, we have heat. Bring in more people. It's probably the limit of what I can push. Get that going. Make sure that we are all set here. during the steel framing. Alright. So, time to move all of this away from here to the new area. We have the power. Now we must use it for good. Alright, so let's start with the bricks. I'll just add all of these to the roster. And this be removed. It's empty. I don't want to fill it up. So we'll unload in all these storages. So fill it up to 100%. So prefab, steel bricks. There's a warehouse. This should not be on this list then. Dang it. At least someone is going to pick up all these bricks. Then it's gone. That way at least it will not get in the way. The driver will have been told to deliver the bricks up here. Right. Their parts, the bricks, need to be collected here. Steel needs to be collected here. And prefabs need to be collected here. Alright, the farm is operational. It needs fuel. Oh, and this also needs fuel. Yeah, for now the percentages are fine. We are still burning through money because I can't get this operational. Right, get this functioning now. There's no really great deal of passengers waiting, so that means most people are getting what they need. But it doesn't look like we're delivering any real people here. '26 are still needing education. You are full up. Well, for education for all. I mean, there is a back entrance here, but I can't get through it. There we already have students lining up. Right, our fountain is in place. Looking all nice. Let's get these road slivers finished because they are quickly done. Turn this to normal priority, I guess. I mean, we should have plenty of room here for our students, those willing to learn the glory of our republic. Come on, come on. We have the crops, we have the fabric, but the chemicals. All we really need is the people. Start turning this stuff into something useful. Pull this water out of here because we are not going to be able to use it. Alright, that's the exact message I needed. So then the mixed waste dump gonna be that one. Don't need to be notified if it's overflowing. Right, factor your. I mean, we're not ready to do any of that. This also needs a big waste dump. Well, big-ish. Yeah, that probably can handle its own. Right, but it probably does need some imports. The farm is where? Right. Right, pump on. Right, this needs workers. Obviously it's not doing anything right now. No workers are within range. Alright. Let's go up to 20. Alright, fire safety is done. The rest of this is not currently relevant to us. Right. Probably too big for what this is, but we probably also need a big waste. Can't fit on. Well, let's give you 2. I would like a open hole. One of these. Get rid of these storages. It seems fine, but we're still always seems perennially short on staff. At least we're not losing anyone to escape smudge. Plenty of births coming in. some deaths, but that's bound to happen. I mean, our average lifespan isn't that great. And there's nobody that isn't living at home because they have to. Right, back on the snow. All of a sudden everything slows to a crawl. Luckily, my snowplows are on the march. Which does remind me, I should probably set up a proper technical office. Come on. Right, this is at least set up. Right. This can wait. Getting the crops would be nice. Be not reliant on anything we import, but crops are cheap, so that's not the biggest problem. Right, so you are arrived. I need you to go here and unload everything. Go. With these little slivers of road that just never seem to get built. And that's probably pushing it a little. And pollution is becoming a bigger factor, but carving is a bigger problem. That suggests there's still not enough people working here. It seems alright. Well, I just hope they train fast enough. I don't want to give too much more workers to any of my universities. Much as that might be useful. I just need the students to be trained. This might actually be in range of some of my factories, but that's not entirely what I want for you. That's an odd pattern on you. Yeah. My vehicles are starting to get worn out. That's probably something I need to remedy at some point. Getting a vehicle repair station up. Don't really have a good place for it though. I mean, I'd love to get this place hooked up. Not that one, but I do need access to people. I understand that anything that's in the radius of this building gets their vehicles repaired without having to go into the building. But yeah, I didn't really plan for this one, so you know. We can't do that. Well, then we'll just bonk it here. We'll make do. Well, we're almost in year 4, so that does kinda line up. It's not an immediate priority, I'll just lower it down, but still, we want to be sure that we are ready for it. Appears our school can handle it. We'll just push it. Where are these people from, actually? Tymoshenko. It does seem like they're from... several countries that are still within the Slavic sphere. Or they adopted names once they arrived here, which is also possible. I don't know, maybe it's map dependent. I mean, if you play on the desert map, I believe the religion symbol is definitely not the cross. Didn't hear too much about any Islamic Soviet republics, because that's a contradiction in terms, I believe, but, you know. The notion exists, I guess. So this will work as soon as it just gets something. It gets some workers. This one is not working. There's not really a means of getting Yeah, but they failed at that. And then still, they would not make it an Islamic Soviet Republic. It would just be a Soviet Republic that has some people in it that still cling to Islam. But that's beside the point. Ivan had a point. Right, so Robotesi. Well, we have nearly 2,000 people. Not bad, I guess. Considering the little amount of surface area we've taken up. Right, everyone can play volleyball now, if they can find the volleyball. So this is still going on. Or turn all of these off. I forgot. Alright, well that's fine. Just turn them off now then. No wonder it was taking forever. Well, plenty of people to train, at least. And these buildings are all more or less at capacity. Well, that depends on your definition of succeeding there, see. Yeah. The stands were once part of the Soviet Union, but I think it's more that they reverted back to their state as being Islamic nations after the fall of the Soviet Union. Not so much that they were encouraged to be Islamic during the Soviet Union. But then again, I don't know how Kazakhstan sees that kind of thing. As an example. That's just the first stand that comes into my mind that was once part of that. I mean, technically, I believe Kazakhstan was the last bit of the Soviet Union to become independent. Or no longer tied to the Soviet Union. Independence is probably not the right word for it. We do occasionally get someone that is actually able to work. That's good. Where is my hospital? Let's fill out the rest of these vehicles. Make sure that they can reach everywhere in time. Because we are now covering a larger area. School is still within walking range, right? Just. And we've already blown through 1 million rubles. Not great. I mean, that's probably partially to do with the fact that we are paying back the loan. But I kind of hope to get this operational. But I just have so much trouble getting excess workers. I'm not saying you're dependent on them, but I mean, America wasn't really dependent on Great Britain to be existing. But they still became independent. Becoming autonomous, I suppose, is a better word then. Right, so we no longer have any steel. This can go. Clear this up. We eventually may want to put some pump jacks here just to start exporting something. What is the going rate for oil right now? The oil. It's not bad, I guess. What about refined products? Bitumen? Bitumen would be worth it more. Would be more worth it, but I don't have the means to set up that facility right now. Fuel definitely would be worth it, but same issue. And it's the same facility anyway, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, I think we may have to consider just exporting raw oil. Wood isn't really worth it. What else do I have that I could export easily? Well, I don't produce metal scrap, but it's good to know it's worth something. Yeah, selling waste is not gonna be good for me. The wood, not worth it. Just look at that. Right. Food is more expensive than fuel. That is kinda worrying. But, right. Yeah, if I can make my own alcohol, that would be nice. Aluminum oxide, that's the stuff you pull out of the ground, right? Again, a moot point. I don't have the means to do any of that. Yeah, clothes definitely would be the best option right now, but let's start considering actually building up to send some stuff that way. Do I have space on my power grid? I don't know that I do. I will just have to run another line from the transformer. That is fine. Just hit go along around the water. And let's just map out where we find the oil before. And you can probably just afford the one pump jack, this location. We probably want to get the best amount of resource I can get. At 83% does definitely feel like it's to be the best I can get it. Get that underway as well. Right. Let's just brute force this then. We have nearly 100 people that cannot work. A lack of meat. Some people are not happy about the orphanage upbringing. So, right, steel storage, you, and delete that stop. I need you to come here and deliver the boards here. Right, and this needs a road. I'm gonna make it the gravel road because that's just easier. And I don't really think it's a good idea to go fancy with this. I mean, I could have this set up. And if I face it the other way. I could, but no. That takes too long. We can do that later, if I want to. I think any other oil nearby that I could easily exploit. Just here. Yeah, 29%, that doesn't feel like it's worth it. 30% might be worth it. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the one for now. I need you to go to the border post here. Find me some workers. Just get in, get out. Don't have to tag any of these. Just workers. Get this stuff moving. Foreign workers are expensive, but until this gets sorted, we are kind of out of ideas. I am out of ideas. Get all these back to normal priority now, because I kind of want these to be finished. At some point, I want to get the gravel train going. And this also needs a stand for big containers. While we're at it. Not sure I can stretch medium voltage wires that far, but yeah, it's probably fine. Thanks, game, for blinding me. And we're almost out of cash again. You have workers. Yes. Crying out loud, did I forget something crucial again? I did, didn't I? That should be in range now. Does really have anything? Why do you have? Don't pick any of that up. This is worker line. Yeah. Alright, money's up. More rubles, please. Right now, please pump out water. Alright, we're producing. Seems everything is working as intended. You're getting factory, you're getting close in here. School is pretty full up. Need to let some more people get educated. Yeah, only 3 escapees last month. Let's see, last year. Only 3. Lots of deaths, but I think those might just be... this one. Not into construction office, that's not great. Sure, everything is getting built. Alright. Not currently doing anything. I need to do. Don't have a surplus of anything. Let's go 1 level higher. I want everything to be running at full efficiency if I can. And for now, this is fine. Hope I set this up right. Well, How do I do that then? Please finish that. Nice, or... The road is getting constructed. I hope it would do it with dozers though. My dozers are not busy, so why are they not being used? Also, I forgot. This we added. Right. This one is done. That means we have a truck. You're not getting anything. Right. Go. You go now here. Deliver it there. So nice to see some efficient loading. And I think they load pretty much as fast as they can in any of these, but there's more docking bays and slightly easier. We're not producing much, but hey, we have some local worker. One guy, but still, it's something. But we're still not yet at a level where I'm feeling comfortable, but we can probably import a few more immigrants. Getting this cell set up will make things so much easier. I don't see it on here, so I don't know how expensive concrete is, but it's probably not cheap. At least I think. Let's see. Concrete, yeah, it's not bad per se, but it's definitely not something I want to buy. Not when I can make it myself. And the asphalt though is a bit of a concern more. It's slightly more expensive. But I also don't want my trucks to keep having to come back here. Especially if this is not something I can pick up. Alright, long last is no longer cold and we can actually see what we're doing again. Let us keep pumping workers into this economy. Sure, it's workers with a slight delay, but workers. Right, so any clothes that come in here we immediately get, but how many clothes can you up? Probably not necessary then. Let's just have you focus on delivering this stuff. Or both of those. Just make a line for it. Alright, I would like a covered hole. What by capacity? Alright, so this factory can store about 7.5 tons. I don't have a truck that can do that. Probably a bit of a wasted get for the most expensive ones. What's the max speed on travel again? 60 kilometers. You'll do. It's not currently delivering any clothes here. I should be getting the fabric directly from here, so this can be a one-way again. In which case this can just be a one-way direction as well. You're alive. Go here. And go there. You wait until loaded. And that's probably fine. Go. Right, so it should just build up here until it has a surplus of it. If I wanted to push it into this place, I'd have to set up a one of these things, forklift garage, which is not currently what I want to do. Currently, I'm still hoping that I can soon get enough workers. Why is there so many escape? Compared to last year. Can't get close. We're in range of the thing, right? Well, possibly I will need some transit. Make sure that people get where they need to go. Alright. Already almost 4 o'clock again. Well, either way, this is probably gonna be end of the line. I might still be able to borrow more money, but I can't get this working. Did we get any export? We have some clothes that they went out. Where is the vehicle? Wait until loaded. Load everything. Have cargo on board. Where is it? Oh, you're just sitting there. Oof. Yeah, alright, that makes sense. Right. Gallery of Arts. Yeah, it doesn't need all that many workers. Alright, everything here is set up, so we can start producing our own crops. And we only have room for so many vehicles, so we definitely need to be a little bit careful about what we get. But let's start with sowing. So, what do we need? Let's go with the Romanian tractor. And then 3 combines. Need some covered hulls to transport the crops. Again, we don't need anything particularly powerful or fast. Just something that has enough capacity for what it needs to do. Yeah. There's a very small amount you can transport with this thing. Anyway, let's go with just these 3 for now. Right. Cancel all assignments. There. Go in that order. And you will load up over there. And yeah, let's just dump it into the farm. 100%, whatever is in there. Here they come, the slow march of the farm equipment. Beautiful red combines, tractors. How is the worker story going? That low education is still going on, but I can probably fill up a little bit more. Right. Getting some progress on these facilities. I think all my buildings are pretty much full. Yeah, still not enough. Yeah, definitely woefully underestimated quite how much I needed for this. Yeah. Let's have a look at another village we have. Or that is within our domain. That's a better word for it. Yeah, this place. I mean, there is people living here. And we can't do anything about it. I'm definitely not gonna set up a bus line or anything to get over here. Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna do any mass transit over there, it's probably gonna have to be trains. That's just too long a distance. Oh, that's cute. It thinks it's the city zone. Right, so power lines are built. Let's see about at least getting this done. And this just needs workers. Also mechanisms. Steel framing, so it just needs a crane, I guess. Do I have any cranes operating at the moment? Well, they're not in the storage yard, so I'm guessing they are somewhere. Alright, this one is almost done. That's not assigned to a construction office. Was just one little bit not connected, so you can't do anything. But I hooked you up the northways. Yeah, it's still foreign workers, so definitely have not cracked that yet. But the city is alive. With the sound of communism. Now we just need to make sure it doesn't die. With the same sound. Just needs workers. Must be some way to set that up. The technical service? No. Right, the fields are getting low, I guess. Fertility is nice and high. Yeah, I know. I mean, like I said, I'm still learning. So, although if I do fail this, I probably will switch to a different game and learn more on my own time before I make it a proper series. But I have some other things in the works at the moment, so this is definitely gonna get pushed back a little if that happens. Right. How is that our education going? Alright, not bad. I mean, almost half of our people have a higher education, which I don't know if that's good or bad actually, so... Right, we have no power? Why do we have no power? Oh, for crying out loud. Did I break it somewhere? This is the same line, right? Yeah, it is the same line. Give me power already! Dang it. This just needs to finish now. Otherwise it will keep distracting my workers. I mean, as long as I have dollars, but it takes time to level them up. Put it in a very crude fashion. We're starting to get beyond the limits of what I can do within the reach of my stations. That's. I would like to build something other than these medium flats. At some point. Right, they're building. Taking forever. Right, do I have a road crane ready? Somewhere. Where are my road cranes? Oh look, they're busy. Right, there's a road crane over here. I'm kind of fine with that building. Excavator. There's the road crane. Am I just looking over it again? No, it's not, definitely not here. You are here. All right. Well, I'm pleased you are feeling quite so ready to help, but could you go and help over here first? Speed things up a little. Right. This is empty. Finally done with the vestiges of our initial starts, more or less. So you are done with this. Now we can just permanently go and deliver stuff. Now you load here and you wait until you're done. And the distribution office can stop. We don't need to get boards. Alright, looks like the amount of wood in the forest has jumped up a little bit. What are you doing? Yes, it is. Right, go over here. Ah, the pump jack is operational. Alright, we need a cistern. The oil tank. We don't need a fast one. This one will do. Right, so currently it gives me 5.8 tons of oil. Definitely have to look up how that stacks up against different qualities. Right. The step for you is of course to get some gas. Now you go here, you go here. Wait until loaded. Unload everything. You'll launch. Alright, so how is that to help us? Right, we have not yet exported anything, so that mean you're still standing here getting loaded? Well, you've definitely done something, so right. Last year we have definitely done stuff. Where's the exports? I know I must have exported something. I'm guessing I'm just looking over it. It's too many numbers, my head hurts. Hmm. Ah, well, I'm sure it works. Let's see if this is actually doing anything. Be a little bit more direct. Ah, there we go. It shouldn't need to wait too long between things, and it has barely anything of value, but it's exporting something. And the value of oil might go up. Right, so I should look at this year. Woohoo! We made some money! I mean, we lost more, but, you know, it's a start. Given how quickly this fills up, potentially this will give us something in the long run. Alright. Facilities are operational. Alright, the water tank. Dang it. Well, it doesn't need much water quality, so we can just get this. I think we had going. Get a pump. Not sending any resources. Why is it not sending any resources? Didn't I not? I didn't hook it up. I didn't hook it up! Dang it! Chat, why didn't you warn me that I didn't hook it up? Why can you not save me from my own stupidity? Nuts. Well, it's fine. Fine. Absolutely fine. Right, so now we just need the gravel. The other big problem. Right. Well, first off, what delivers? How do I deliver stuff? Not by you. Dry bulk storage. This thing. Is that the only thing that can do it? Yeah, pretty much. Not the covered holes. No. The open holes also. Right, so we need to invest in a dry bulk tank. For that one. This one can just get the bitumen from this place, I think. Nope. This place. Nope. This place. Running out of space for this one, but for now it'll have to do. It's an inelegant solution, but I don't have another way. Then we can turn this into something a little bit more profitable. I think we can see the exact pulse of oil. Well, oil is kinda low. And we'd probably get a better deal. No, actually, get about the same price selling either to either side. Yeah, I really need to turn it into something a little bit more profitable. The oil refinery, but that requires research. Ooh, we have fire. Someone set the courthouse on fire. Arrest them. Well. The 17 still low workers. Yeah, nuclear fuel is definitely something I kind of want to go into at some point, I guess. Because that is the real money maker if you can get it, but yeah, so far I've not found it yet. I mean, that requires research that I'm not currently doing, because I'm still trying to get people to be leveled up. I can probably start doing some research, although none of this is really of any value. Do I have anything you need to do? Most of it still needs to be unlocked by my technical office. I mean, unlocking the secret police probably is not bad. Maybe tourism can help us. Let's do a bit of a tourism analysis then. I mean, granted, I don't have the manpower to man anything tourism related anyway, but maybe I'll just put them here on Sewage Beach. Right, we need to start doing some research. Let's get the concrete out of the way now that we potentially have a means of doing that. Right, we have the concrete thing. You need to go here. And there. And you wait until you're unloaded. Anyway, that'll do for today's live stream. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll make a little bit more progress next time until we get bankrupt, and then we'll probably play something else, because and then we'll see about what else we can do. I'm still thinking we can possibly turn this around if I'm not capped on my loans, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Bye.